This is Sabre. It's fast, it's furious. Oh Sanguk on the left of your screen, András Szatmári on the right.
Nice stop hit as Oh came in with the attack. The Hungarian just managed to catch his opponent's wrist as he was running back out of distance.
Yeah, and if you're new to fencing, then this is Sabre. The whole of the upper body is the target area. You can score with the length of the blade as well as the point, and it's a weapon of convention. The referee has to establish who the attacking fencer was in the last action.
Tap for the right, yes, Szatmári was out there with a hand first. They both prepared at the same time, but Szatmári's lunge was marginally ahead and his arm was more correct.
Yeah, again, if you're new to Sabre, particularly, watch the feet first and then look up at the hand, and then you can see who has the right of way, who's initiated the attack first. It doesn't matter who hits first, what matters is who has the right of way.
And much like the last match, I think Szatmári is very specifically tactically prepared for this match. You can see that he's not fencing quite in the same way as he did in the last match. He's a lot slower off the line, trying to get O to attack and then use his blade action and make him fall short. I think it's exactly the right tactic. And that was a counter parry post. Szatmári drew the attack in, parried it, but then missed his riposte, and O did a counter parry post.
Yeah, so double meeting of the blades.
Szatmári takes up the attack very sharply. Good finish. He's going to have to finish all of those, I think, or pretty much all of those, to put this fight away.
Yeah, when you're backing off against someone as accomplished as Szatmári, what are you looking for them to do? Are you trying to just increase the pressure on them?
When Szatmári is under pressure, when he has a bit too much adrenaline, sometimes you can finish a bit too early with the attack. But we saw earlier on in the day against Dershowitz, he managed to take control of that and controlled the middle and the long attack and got an almost perfect record in the second half of that fight. And he started in the same way in this match. This time, attack right. Thought O got a little bit of time, but it was too negative at the beginning. This is a great start for the Hungarian.
Yeah, what's O going to do to change tactics here?
I think he needs to be a little bit more aggressive at the start. He's trying to almost fence Szatmári at Szatmári's strongest hand, which is a slow start and then make a decision after. Szatmári is probably slightly better at that game. I think O needs to be sharper and faster, more aggressive, provoking his opponent more, not just watching.
Oh.
Parry post from the Hungarian.
So if you are new to Sabre, it's the fastest of the weapons. The clock is immaterial. We'll have a break when the first fencer gets to 8. So Szatmári just needs one more before he can sit down and have a chat with his coach.
That's together.
And you've got to think that O needs to do something.
He's going to have to score one or two more in this half before Szatmári gets the break. Pull Szatmári short, that was better. Finishes his attack very well. I said earlier on that once O has priority, it's very hard to stop his attack. Attack for O. Szatmári tried to parry that, but it was almost sheer power, I think, that went through that parry that time.
There is Sanguk, the Korean coach, cheering on his athlete, and
the crowd just trying to lift Szatmári there.
Yeah, they know that Szatmári just needs to get to the break with a good lead.
And a very clever change from Szatmári, slowed right down, let O lunge him, and then just a little movement back out the way. You see here, just half step back, parry post. Very nicely done and a great start by the Hungarian. O just gave himself hope with those 2 hits later in the half.
Yeah, well, O's not out of this by any means. This is Sabre. You can make up a big deficit as Sanguk talks to Oh Sanguk. And that is Charlie Gardosh, talking to András Szatmári. Now, the fact that he's already won a World Championship gold should help. He's been here before.
Exactly, he's been in this situation. O going for his first individual world title. And of course, that's a little slightly different pressure. And he's a little bit less experienced. I mean, he's got so many finals under his belt, it's easy to forget he's only 22 years old. But if anyone on the circuit can pull back this deficit, it is Sanguk, and I think we're in for a very interesting second half. See what his change of tactic will be now.
I mean, what do you tell your fencers if they're facing Oh?
It's very difficult, but I mean, we've had matches against him in team matches quite a few times this season, and Will Deary, one of our fencers, faced him in an individual last 64 in a World Cup this season, and it really is about not getting in too close, too deep into the middle, not rushing and thinking that you have to race with him. You have to do what Szatmári is doing, which is take your time at the start, try and keep your eyes open, react to his action, use your blade actions in the middle. And you have to be so disciplined, as we saw earlier, with the long attack. You have to get him right to the back, pin him at the back, and then finish. But of course, he's a very, very tough customer to handle. He says attack no. Oh, wants compound attack. He thought he did a feint attack. The referee says he did 2 actions, a miss and then a continuation. It's being reviewed on video.
Yeah, so let's have a look at this.
Yeah, I think he looked for something on the way in there. It was a little twitch of the sabre. Looked for a blade on the way in.
Well, I think he saw that on the big screen and acknowledged that.
He has come out a bit more aggressive though, hasn't he? Tackle preparation, yes. Szatmári doesn't want to go in too fast too soon. That's what we were just saying a minute ago. You have to take your time. You don't have to go slowly necessarily. You can prepare fast and sharp, but not commit first. Compound attack. Oh, waiting for the moment that Szatmári step back.
Yeah, and the crowd have taken a gasp. Now they're cheering on their man. And just Szatmári just taking his time and adjusting his socks, buying himself some thinking time, because it is such a game of, it's a mental game, a game of chess as well as a physical game. Just
Both
a little twitchy.
Rocking on the on-guard line. Another compound attack for Oh. Szatmári really needs to open distance there, not just search for the blade, but go into the middle and then open distance to make his opponent short, because Oh is now changing the finishing line of his attack each time. He's not going to the same place. It's not easy to read. See Szatmári looking for a tierce parry there. Oh going chest, whereas before he was going more to the flank side and Szatmári was able to parry that. There is what he needs to do, open the distance. And he has to finish now. Oh found the blade on the way in. Szatmári had the attack. Oh found the blade, gained priority by doing so. The only question in my mind was, did he do it soon enough? Did he find the blade and pause? But Szatmári didn't challenge that.
So 9 apiece. Oh has the momentum now.
Come out in this half.
Yeah. Oh!
No, Oh somehow kept his feet there, showing his athleticism. Got out of the way and managed to get his riposte. That was incredible.
That was like he was floating in space, like he was defying gravity.
As he goes back, he slips. Managed somehow to get the riposte and keep his feet.
Oh, it was cat-like reactions, cat-like balance from Oh there. Now Oh in the lead.
Tackle preparation from Szatmári. Oh, parry riposte. So Szatmári had the right timing, but the referee thought he went into the guard first. It's being reviewed. Szatmári thinks he hit immediately, it wasn't parried.
Well, this is a massive, massive call from the referee now.
See it in slow motion. Attack. It's a tough one. Referee bring him back to the line. Parry riposte sticks with the original decision.
So 11-9 the score. Oh Sanguk with the momentum
that's
here.
Much better from Szatmári. He just upped a gear there, went in and out a little bit sharper. Got Oh on the back foot quickly. But it's 7-2 to the Korean in this half. He really has found the answer to Szatmári's slower prep, but Szatmári's found the moment now to move up a gear. A little bit more intensity.
Can the Hungarian get it back? Clashing at the same time.
Again, Szatmári was more aggressive. He just obviously decided to go all in here.
Well, Oh upped the intensity. Now Szatmári's upping it as well.
And again, you saw Szatmári looking for that TS parry, or parry 3 as I say in the States. And again, Oh finishing up, chest, a lovely feint there.
Yeah.
Finishing flank in the end, drew the cart parry. So Szatmári went TS. Oh feinted chest, drew the parry and hit flank. Didn't see that from this angle initially.
Well, yeah, he'd scored that lovely point to the chest earlier. Faked it this time. And
brilliant. Tackle preparation for the Korean.
that's big.
That is. And now Szatmári, I think he just needs to control himself a little bit, not get in too fast. He can go at speed, he can be sharp and aggressive, but not make his decision immediately what he's going to do, because Oh's reaction time is just incredible. Tap right, yes. He just decided slightly later there, you see.
So he's not out of it, Szatmári, but at the break, what were they, 8-5?
8-4.
8-4 at the break.
So 9-3 second half so far for the Korean. The crowd really trying to lift Szatmári here.
This next point is absolutely huge. If Oh gets it, you fear that Szatmári can't come back. So certainly a big, big mountain to climb. If Szatmári gets it, then it's game on.
Oh, Ramiz, he missed the first. Oh made him fall short. Szatmári just had a little swipe at the end of his lunge. The second action. Gabor Gardos shouting encouragement. You'll see there he goes. One misses. Gets the Ramiz on the wrist. Oh, off balance, wasn't able to get his riposte on.
So now it is game on, 13-12. Szatmári has a little bit of momentum back.
Oh, was that tackle? Referee says attack direct. Szatmári asked for video. I think a good use of video. Be interesting to see on slow motion.
So now, does Oh's attack finish here? This is what we're...
So
Oh,
tight.
he's so long though, isn't he? He's so long, and he's given the point, and it's 14-12.
I think Szatmári didn't help himself by looking for the parry as well.
Yeah.
Last chance salute now for the Hungarian.
What does Szatmári do here?
Mal parry attack for the Korean. And Oh's world champion.
Yeah, brilliant from Oh Sanguk. He has been really fantastic all season, and he has stamped his authority on this gold medal match. Oh Sanguk is now world champion, and he's really set himself up as the favourite for an Olympic gold medal come Tokyo 2020.
Yeah, it's an incredible performance from such a young athlete, and don't forget he was down 8-4. What a second half mature performance. Unbelievable. 11-4 second half against someone of Szatmári's quality is outstanding on this stage as well at the age of 22, and I don't think that's going to be his last World Championship gold medal.
Well, he's already won 2 World Championship golds in the team event, but this is by far his best performance in the individual. He's had a great season this year. Came in as one of the favourites, if not the favourite. Everyone expected it would be the double Olympic champion, Aaron Shalagi, that he would meet in the final, but it was András Szatmári. Szatmári, well, he had the advantage in that first period, but what was the difference? When did it change?
His game plan was perfect for the first half, and I think the words of advice that Oh got in the second half, for the second half from his coach, were very sensible, not to commit before Szatmári. And during the second half, he made Szatmári decide first most of the time, and he could pull him short or hit preparation. But I think the key part of the match was the first part of the second half. Szatmári was going quite passively and defensively, and Oh was quite aggressive and doing compound attacks. Managed to get round those parries that Szatmári was trying to throw at him. And that was the key part there, where Oh just came right back in it. And then it was hit for hit, and then he just found that extra gear at the end.